can talk with us about their campaigns for this season and what's happened and how they feel about it. If they come by, we'll certainly open the mic to them. And all the candidates running for sheriff, we ask them if they want to come by. Feel free to do that. We've asked them publicly to accept that invitation. And the school board candidates certainly welcome to come by. After months of primaries and campaign events and fundraising pleas, the midterm elections that will determine the balance of power in Washington and state capitals is finally here. You've been hearing about these campaigns now for months, and you've gotten letters probably in your mailbox. Many of these candidates sending out letter after letter after letter in fundraisers. You've been hearing ads on the radio and watching television ads and campaign posters everywhere. Republicans are predicting a massive red wave as anxious Democrats defend their narrow majorities in Congress while struggling to overcome some concerns about the economy, crime, and President Joe Biden's leadership. Democrats are hoping that a backlash against the Supreme Court's reversal of Roe versus Wade will save them. And we'll see tonight nationwide just how important all those issues were. There'll be many issues that are taking place. A total of 11,168 Rutherford County citizens cast ballots early during the one-stop early voting period. That is a lot of people voted early, which is a good thing, and a lot of folks voted early, not early, but voted today. I went by a couple of the precincts, Lou, and they were telling me that folks really turned out today to vote.
Now, I voted Friday afternoon, just after 4 o'clock, and I was number 5,524, I believe it was.
That's a lot.
That was a lot, and that was an annex.
And we'll see. The first tallies we'll be getting in this evening, I believe, are those early voters, and they'll be getting those sent to us first, and we'll get those out to you as quickly as we can. More than 2.1 million people voted early statewide. We had no major problems at all. People were respectful, follow the rules according to Lovelace, the Board of Elections. She has been very effectively running that board along with her crew over there. Director Don Lovelace has been efficient, very efficient. Her whole staff has been very efficient. They've not had any problems. I was over by there today. They said they had very little problem, if any at all, to go through. We're certainly thankful for many of our sponsors that make this broadcast possible tonight. America's Fudge Shop, Arledge Law Firm, Drop-In Stores, Jesse James,
Medicine Box of Rutherford, Redmond Audio, Remax Journey, Robbins Auto Parts, and Tri-City Towing.
All these folks made this broadcast possible. It's always fun to get together after the voting has been done, all the campaigning has been done, the politicians been around shaking hands, handing out cards, and handing out materials to sort of breathe a sigh of relief now that at least that part's behind them. Now, if they win, the governing part starts. That's sometimes challenging as well. If the candidate does not win, loses, then he's at, it's been tough. But we hope you'll enjoy and stay tuned for the evening. It's been an interesting time to see all the things that's been happening nationwide, and we will be getting some of that later on, but we're going to cover primarily tonight the local races. We have 3 candidates running for sheriff.
Those are Aaron Ellenberg, Tony Robertson, and Jason Weiss.
And 2 school board members run, one Republican and one not unaffiliated. And they are?
Let me get back to it. You keep going.
Okay.
Paul Scott and Parker Tate.
Yeah. All signs across the nation people have been saying, well, looks like there's going to be a big red wave. It points to Republicans making significant gains today and tonight. But whether it's a red ripple or a tsunami remains to be seen. I know a lot of Republicans hope it is a tsunami. I know a lot of Democrats have said, no, that's not going to happen. They've worked hard. We'll see what takes place. Voters are overwhelmingly pessimistic about the direction of the country as inflation surges, political divisions explode, and history suggests that voters will take out their frustrations on the party in power. Generally, the party in power, who is in the presidency, they lose members of the House and the Congress during that midterm election. Looks like that's going to be the case here. It's a pretty good conclusion based on all the polls that the Republicans will gain control of the House, which means Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi will no longer be in charge of calling the shots in the House. She has already indicated that she may retire since the incident happened with her husband in their house. He was attacked. She says she may now retire. Don't know if it has anything to do with that or if she recognizes that she will no longer be in power. the party that occupies the White House has suffered significant losses in nearly every president's first midterm election for more than a century. Exceptions were in 1934 during the Great Depression, and in 1998 during the effort to impeach Bill Clinton, and in 2002 after the September 11 terrorist attack. Democrats were initially hopeful that the Supreme Court's decision to eliminate abortion rights might be enough to disrupt the historical trends. That's what they banked their campaign on after that happened. They thought that was going to turn people away, or at least limit their losses. But party leaders have turned increasingly concerned as Election Day approached, and it seems more folks are concerned about the economy, inflation, the border, education, and operatives in both parties expect the GOP to win the House majority, which would require a net gain of 5 seats. But with a big wave, the GOP could win 25 new seats or even more than that. Sensing opportunity, Republican groups invested millions of dollars in Democratic-leaning districts in California, New York, Illinois, and Pennsylvania, and in the election's final days. It's going to be, people are watching those areas that's always been blue, with the governor's race like in New York and some of those others, where they're wondering if indeed that's going to make a change. The fight for the Senate, U.S. Senate, is more competitive. If Republicans pick up even 1 seat, they would control the Senate's upper chamber, just 1 seat. Democrats are fighting to protect vulnerable incumbents like in Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, New Hampshire, while Republicans believe they're within striking distance in Colorado and Washington State. Those are some of the states you listen for tonight and see what's happening in terms of those early votes coming in. Sometimes when the early votes come in, you can tell a little bit about how the evening's going. So if you watch those, and as we get them, we'll certainly pass on. We will not be devoting much of our time tonight about those national elections. We're going to leave that up to the national news. Then we're going to cover what's happening locally. We'll give you the results of the numbers of votes that was rendered to the sheriff's candidates and to the school board candidates that are running. Race for governors and statewide offices like Secretary of State loom larger than normal. The political environment has given Republicans confidence in gubernatorial races in blue states like Oregon and New Mexico. Yet that remains to be seen as well. We'll watch that as it goes. We'll take a little pause and let you introduce you to some of our great sponsors who are really good community-minded people who believe in our Judeo-Christian values, who believe in the Constitution, believe in the American way of life of voting, and they want to be a part of this evening tonight. We'll be back in just a few minutes after we've heard from 2 or 3 of our sponsors right here as we broadcast Election 2022 on WCAB 100.9 FM, 590 AM.
The holidays are coming up, and the best gift of all has to be delicious fudge from America's Fudge Shop, offering 24 flavors without preservatives: salted caramel, tiger butter, chocolate peanut butter, chocolate mint, blueberry cheesecake, cherry bounce, and a whole lot more. They carry the delicious cinnamon glazed almonds, cashews, and pecans. They can ship anywhere in the world. See Donald and Beverly, 155 East Main Street in Forest City, or call them at 828-447-2041.
You know, there is a lot of misleading information about Medicaid eligibility. The Arledge Law Firm would like for you to know the truth. For instance, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your home. That's not true. Another one is, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. Again, not true. And this big one, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. Not true, not true, not true. Call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm and get free consultation and learn the truth. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify for nursing home care and not lose everything you own. It's worth a call to Arledge Law Firm at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherfordton.
The Drop-In is your local hometown convenience store with spacious, clean stores and friendly customer service. The Drop-In has many locations throughout Rutherford County to conveniently serve you. They now have Christmas candy and will be open throughout the holidays. They also have those last-minute gifts and stocking stuffers, plus delicious food and snacks. Stop in soon to a Drop-In location near you. The Drop-In has been serving Rutherford County since 1981.
Going to go back out to our election live coverage right now on WCAB.
And if you haven't voted yet, do remember that you still have about 7 minutes that you can't, well, actually, we're down to 5 minutes. 5 minutes to close, the polls will close, in the state of North Carolina at 7:30. Now, earlier we saw a news flash come over that there were 4 counties in the state of North Carolina that were going to extend their poll times because they had issues earlier in the day. One was a machine issue. One ran out of ballots.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anybody around us. It was none of the local counties.
Right.
There were about 4 counties in North Carolina that did run into some issues, and people had to be turned away. Now, they didn't say whether they came back maybe later, or like you would have the option here in Rutherford County, if your polling place, you probably could go to the annex and vote. They'd probably tell you to go there. But anyway, but we are going to keep an eye on some of the, at least 3 of the major elections that will affect us. Of course, the sheriff's election. Everybody is wondering about that one. Paul Scott, Parker Tate from the school board, and of course the Cherry Beasley, Shannon Bray, Ted Budd. We'll be keeping an eye on that one also as the night progresses. We've got phone calls all day long here at the station. Who's leading? Who's leading? Well, we don't know that. The polls close, and we find out just as soon as they send it to Raleigh, and from Raleigh it turns around and comes back to the Board of Elections, and then they release that information, which is something they started about 3 elections ago. Usually in the past, once the polling places took their boxes to the Board of Elections office, they counted up the votes, and then they handed the papers to us. That's not the case anymore. Now the votes go to Raleigh, then they turn around and send them back, and then we're allowed to have that information afterwards. So that kind of slows down the process a lot. Again, our election coverage tonight has been brought to you by America's Fudge Shopping for a City, Arledge Law Firm, the Drop-In Convenience Stores, Jesse James, Railroad Express, the Medicine Box in Rutherford, Redline Audio in Spindale, Remax Journey, Robbins Auto Parts, and Tri-City Towing. So tomorrow, make sure you thank all of these great sponsors for helping us to bring you Election 2022.
One of the things, of course, that we will certainly let you know how Rutherford County voted on these, but it's a statewide issue with the Senate race, U.S. Senate race, with Ted Budd and Cherie Beasley, Democrat Beasley and Republican Ted Budd. The Libertarian candidate is Shannon W. Bray. The Green Party is Matthew Hull. They're on the ballot. Not likely to win, but that's a statewide. But we'll let you know when they come in how Rutherford County voted on either Cherie Beasley or Ted Budd. Also, there is a District 11, which part of Rutherford County is in, and that's where Chuck Edwards is running against Jameen Beach Ferrara. She's a lady minister up in Asheville. The David Adam Courtney is a Libertarian candidate. There's 3 in that race for District number 11. Now, over in District 48, the North Carolina State Senate, which used to be Ralph Heiss was our senator in that district. When they redistrict all those, it sort of changed the complexion of that. Now, District 48, Tim Moffitt, Republican candidate, is running against the Democrat candidate, Jay Carey. We'll let you know how Rutherford County voted on these 2 races as they come in. District 113, which is the North Carolina House race, Jake Johnson won the primary back earlier, did not have any competition in the general, so he is scot-free. He was in there from District 11. He's from over Polk County and will be representing part of Rutherford County in the North Carolina House. The other part of Rutherford County, which would be the eastern part, Speaker of the House, Tim Moore, is the representative there. So we have 2 representatives, one for east of Forest City, or east of Spindale. The other one is west, and that's where Tim Moffitt, who is trying to get that seat going right now. The other races locally that is a big concern to all of us is the school board race, District 2. There was a Republican candidate, Paul Scott, filed out an application to run as a Republican back early. Parker Tate became an unaffiliated candidate and had to get up a bunch of signature names, and they all were approved. Board of Election approved all those names. Then he became on the ballot as an unaffiliated candidate in District 2 Board of Education. So it's Paul Scott and Parker Tate. We'll have those results for you. We'll certainly know when those are in, and that'll establish that fact. And the sheriff's race has been probably the most talked about. First time in a number of years that I can remember there not being an incumbent on the ballot. Sheriff Chris Francis, who is incumbent, chose not to run for re-election. He has run several times and won each time, but this time there was not an incumbent on the ballot as a sheriff's candidate. So all these candidates running were new. And Aaron Ellenberg is the Republican Party candidate. Tony Robertson is unaffiliated, and Jason Weiss is the Democrat candidate. Now, Tony Robertson, also unaffiliated, had to receive a lot of names, had to get a lot of names on, but all those names had to be approved, and they were approved by the Board of Elections. So he was able to get on the ballot as an unaffiliated. So there's 3 candidates running for sheriff. Only one of them will be elected tonight, and if enough votes come to Aaron, he'll be the sheriff. If enough votes come to Tony, he'll be the sheriff. Or come to Jason, he'll be the sheriff in that particular race. So this is the final. Primary is over with. This is the general. Whoever is elected tonight will go in office in that respect. Now, of course, we never talk about these guys, but they step up to the plate. The Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor, Clint Green and Shannon Buckley, both run you can vote for 2 of that, and both of them obviously will win that seat. So congratulations to them in that particular race. Now, one of the things that we want, again, will not spend a lot of time talking about tonight because it is a statewide thing, and are the judges. There are a lot of judges on the ballot that would like Supreme Court Associate Justice Richard Dietz is the Republican, Lucy Inman, Democrat. Supreme Court Associate Justice seat 5. He voted for one of those, and Sam J. Irvin IV, and Trey Allen, who is the Republican, Sam Irvin the Democrat. North Carolina Court of Appeals Judge seat 8 is the Republican Party, Julie Tate Flood, and Kellen Jennings Thompson was the Democrat candidate in that respect. North Carolina Court of Appeals Judge seat 9, Brad Salmon is the Democrat candidate. Donna Stroud is the Republican Party candidate. And seat number 10, North Carolina Court of Appeals Judge, Republican Party, John M. Tyson, Gail Murray Adams, Democrat, and North Carolina Court of Appeals Judge, seat 11, Darren Johnson, represent the Democrat Party, and Michael J. Standing, Republican Party. Now, there are a lot of those seats. Most folks don't really know too much about them. They don't do a whole lot of advertising because judges, candidates cannot really talk too much about what they're doing. But they are anxious to get elected, and if indeed you vote for them, that's good. They've had a lot of Republicans that won in the primary were on the ballot, but they had no opposition, so they're automatically in. That is the Brian King, the chairman of the commissioners, Michael Benfeld, District 4 commissioner, Alan Toney, District 5 commissioner. They didn't have any general election competition, so they went in after the primary was over with. And Board of Education, Brandy Nanny, did not have any opposition there at all. So she went in altogether. So this has been interesting for them to be able to look through this and watch this one pretty closely and know they don't have to spend any more money. The campaign any further than that. Someone has just stepped in the studio who's been on this microphone before many times, and as I mentioned a while ago, it's the first time in a while that we have not had an incumbent on the ballot running for sheriff. And Sheriff Chris Francis is here with you right now. Sheriff, good evening. How you doing, sir?
Jim, I am well. And good evening to you. I'm anxiously awaiting, like every voter in Rutherford County, for these early voting results. I believe we have over 11,000 came out and voted early.
Yes.
Similar to what we had 4 years ago when I was on the ballot. So I'm anxious, just like everybody else, to see these results come back from the state.
Well, I know you're anxious that you didn't have to campaign this time, since you chose not to seek re-election.
I don't know if anxious is a word that to use there, but maybe more like relieved that I didn't have to run. I've always said, and it certainly is true, that I'm much more of a law enforcement officer than I am a politician. I understand what it takes to get that job, and I worked hard for 6 elections during 3 different cycles with primaries and generals, and understood that. But after much prayer, I decided not to run this time, and I do feel comfortable. It's bittersweet, but I do feel comfortable and excited about our candidates that we have tonight and all these elections. And just, again, got my eyes peeled on my screen, ready to see these results come in. It's after 7:30, so I'm hoping they'll come in soon.
Should be coming in pretty soon now.
I'm hoping that we'll get them soon. We appreciate Don Lovis and our local board here. I know they work hard, so we're excited to get these results back from the state.
How do you feel about your years in service? You served well and won very strong each time that you ran. You had a good, strong campaign, and there was never any question about your vote getting. So how do you feel about your race?
I feel very good about each race. I feel very good about our tenure in office. I've had wonderful deputy sheriffs. I can't say enough about them. The sacrifices these men and women have made, it's what makes this county special. It really does. Everybody works hard and works together. I've been able to work with our local police chiefs and police departments, as well as our state agencies, federal agencies. I'm not ashamed about anything the sheriff's office has been in the last 12 years. I think we have certainly improved. I think a stronger sheriff after year 12 than I was at year 1. I certainly matured and learned a lot in office, but I do feel good about my tenure.
You were able to accomplish quite a bit. I know one of the things that you were able to get in was the drone, and also the scanner there to jail. We've accomplished a lot, and not just the items. The items are sometimes hard to get because of finances, but those are very important. But being able to keep the crime rate as low and as we have in the last 12 years, and it's almost hard when you're competing against yourself to get it lower and lower and lower, but we were able to do that just about every year. And it's not an easy accomplishment. It's not done in every county around us, and I hope people will take notice. But, again, it's the deputy sheriffs that we have in the positions that they're in, and their dedication to the citizens of this county is what makes it special. Well, being in law enforcement, being a sheriff or a deputy sheriff or a municipal police officer, it's a thankless job, and folks do not realize what goes into you guys who make that commitment to protect people, and it's something that we don't say thank you enough.
You're exactly right, and I appreciate that. We've had some folks come out here recently and be very appreciative when other parts of the nation aren't. So I'm just looking and I'm seeing some motions here. I'm seeing some, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I do see some things, some numbers coming in, and I'm going to turn it back over to you. These are looking good. I'm looking at Rutherford County only, but I'm going to hope statewide it's going to be conservative because that's how I believe. It's how I believe. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you so much for your years of service.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Lou's got some numbers over here. Lou's, things coming in already?
This will be the absentee votes that are already coming in now. We have on the sheriff's election, I'm sorry, I put my mic out of the way so you can read him. But in the sheriff's election, Aaron Ellenberg with 7,952 votes. Jason Weiss, 2,534. Tony Robertson, 1,253 votes. That's in the sheriff's election. In the Rutherford County Board of Education District 2, Paul Scott, 7,517. Parker Tate, 3,521. And in the U.S. Senate race, Ted Budd, 8,277. Cherry Beasley, 3,268. Shannon Bray, 159. Matthew 91, and there were 2 write-in votes. So right now that is where we are, 11,874 votes, so that is the absentee.
That's the early voting.
That's the early voting.
Early voting. So those numbers are pretty high, and those numbers are pretty high for the candidates in some cases. And sometimes early in the evening like that, we can sort of get a feel of how it's going for the rest of the evening. Those kind of votes that came in earlier, and we'll keep that tally going. And once these other precincts start coming in, they will add those together with these, and they'll give you the Rutherford County votes. So if your candidate was leading so far, sit back and relax. We got more votes to come in. We'll talk to you about those again in just a few months after we take this break to hear from some of our great commercials as we broadcast live here on WCAB Rutherford.
Satisfy that growl in your tummy with a delicious hamburger, garden salad, specialty hot dog, or a beef dog from Jesse James Railroad Express. On Tuesdays, get a regular hot dog with mustard, chili, and onions for only 99 cents. That's 99 cents Tuesdays only. Then on Wednesday, enjoy the Carolina burger. And then treat your sweet tooth with a refreshing milkshake or hand-dipped ice cream cone. Open Tuesday through Saturdays, 11 to 5, closed Sunday and Monday. Jesse James Railroad Express at 531 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Call ahead at 447-4644. All aboard the Jesse James Railroad Express, and these hours also apply to the Chow Hound in the Park Lane Plaza. There are plenty of drugstores in Rutherford County, but not all of them offer the same personal customer service that is offered at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton. Laura Hodge and her team have trusted experience and professional service. You're not just a number to them, you're a friend. Make the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton your hometown drugstore at 200 Charlotte Road in Rutherfordton. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturdays 9 to 1, 287-7117. Where in Rutherford County can you get quality audio care and installation? Redline Audio and Performance. 30-plus years experience in car audio, mobile security, car alarms, keyless entry, remote start, headrest TVs, overhead TVs. Great for trips with the kids. And they can also install backup cameras and window tinting. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 to 5. 10% discount for active military and veterans. Redline Audio, 152 Tennessee Street in Spindale. Call 828-286-3633.
Going to go back out right now live to our election night coverage.
Well, the night is getting exciting now. Numbers are coming in. We've had the early votes that have been turned in. In just a moment, we will review those. Who's got those tallied up? And as the evening unfolds tonight, we will have the rest of the precincts coming in. So folks will be in and stop by our studio now to chat with us and see how things are going. One of the friends of mine that's followed these numbers for a long time. He follows the registration numbers. He follows the voting. His name is Mr. Bud Byers. Bud, how you doing, man? I'm doing great. You've watched these numbers grow over the years. Tell what you've seen in the prospects of how registration has changed in Rutherford County.
Well, Jim, when I retired, I got involved in and, the Democrats outnumbered the Republicans then. The Democrats outnumbered the Republicans 2-1. And we went to work in 2008, and we just kept growing and growing. And we never, every month, I'd get a report and give it to the Republican meeting, and the Democrats would lose every month. And the Republicans gain every month till we finally got up. And now we're up to 19,000. Well, we're about 200 shy of 20,000 Republicans in the county, but we don't have but 10,000 Democrats. We've cut it in half. We've cut it in.
It's amazing, isn't it? I remember years ago, Bud, it used to be right the opposite.
It was exactly the opposite. It was the Republicans in Rutherford County make up 43% of the registered voters in the county. We have 46,581. It closed in about 46,581 registered voters in Rutherford County. The Democrats make up 22% of it. The Republicans make up 43%. The unaffiliated make up 33%, and we got 256 libertarians in the county. And when I got started with this, we only had 6 libertarians. Now we got 256, and we just keep gaining and gaining and gaining. A lot of people moving in here from other places. They come in here as Democrats, and now they end up Republicans.
Well, let me ask you. You followed elections a long time, and you study the numbers. You watch the politics, how it's growing and goes, and you hear a lot in the past few months about a red wave coming across North Carolina and the nation. What's your opinion on that?
The red wave's coming. It's coming bigger in Rutherford County than it is any other county. Out of the 100 counties, it's coming bigger in Rutherford County. The sheriff of this county, Edinburgh, is going to create a large wave, and Ed Budd is going to create a large wave. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about it. Sheriff Edinburgh, or sheriff-elect will be after tonight. He's going to get 20,000 votes in Rutherford County. He's going to get 20,000 votes. There's going to be 30,000 people vote in Rutherford County out of 46,000. I just came from Edinburgh, and I never seen such a line. And that's where it's going down. That's where it's going down. They can thank the President of the United States that his people fall that.
Folks, you heard that from a man who is an authority on the numbers, who's an authority on politics, both Republican and Democrat. He knows the numbers. He's watched the trends, and he's telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight there's going to be a red wave sweeping across America and sweeping across North Carolina and right here in Rutherford County. Lou, do you have other numbers you want to give to us right quick?
Nothing's changed. We're still just looking at the early voting numbers, and those numbers are. Let me get back down. Yeah, where'd you move my stuff? Aaron Ellenberg with 7,952 votes. Jason Weiss, 2,534. Tony Robertson, 1,253. That's in the sheriff's election. Going back to the U.S. Senate, Ted Budd with 8,277. Terry Beasley with 3,268. Shannon Bray, 159. And Matthew Ho with 91 votes. Another that we're keeping an eye on, of course, the reason why we're not giving the judges or the some of the board of the commissioners because they all ran unopposed. So there's really nothing there to report on those. In the Rutherford County Board of Education District 2, Paul Scott, 7,517. Parker Tate with 3,521. Now, I've been watching television as Jim was interviewing the sheriff and also Mr. Byers. Looking at the TV, some of these, none of these have anything to do really with us, but just keeping an eye on a lot of the elections that we've been hearing about on TV. The DeSantis-Chris race, right now, DeSantis leads with 45% of the vote. I'm sorry, Chris leads with 54%, DeSantis with 45%. Warnock, and the Herschel Walker race, that's another one that's been a biggie. Warnock with 61% of the vote, Herschel Walker with 39%. And then we're also watching the Beasley-Budd race, and that one, I'm still looking for a number on that one.
Well, another guy with us here, a good friend of ours, Gilbert, come right here and talk to me. That's Gilbert Carmona, who's that's just his prediction. That's his prediction. Gilbert Carmona.
Hi. His numbers are exactly what we're seeing with the early voting. I mean, everything you said has been exactly. You're right on. I mean, plus or minus whatever whatever, the mathematician in me, whatever the standard deviation is for plus or minus 2-3 percentage points, but you're exactly right.
But that is how she
No, and I watched you. I wish we were doing this like as a podcast or a video to watch you. You rattled those numbers off the top of your head without notes.
Yeah,
I was impressed.
He sure did. He studies that like every day. Boy, he knows those numbers. All right, but
were you over at the clubhouse?
He's on his way over there now.
Oh, you weren't there earlier at the clubhouse? Were you there earlier at the clubhouse? Are you going to go over there now? Right. No, I got that. Well, I was over at the clubhouse, and all the workers are coming in that have been working the polls. They're all coming in. It's a huge crowd over there, and Aaron is there. Of course, you just had Francis here. He was back over there. Yeah. He was over there. He came over here, and everybody's very optimistic. Everybody's worked hard. You see, everybody's all sunburned from being out all day today.
So that red's coming through, huh?
That's coming through. The red wave. I've shared my story on the radio before. I grew up in a suburb of Chicago, and, we grew up, we were Republicans because we were in DuPage County, but we grew up with the Democrats. And we were all, and I've said this before, I said, we would still all get together on the 4th of July, have a hot dog, and wave our flags. And we just thought, the Republicans were, they were a little more conservative. They reflected our values a little more. Democrats were a little more progressive. They had their values, but there wasn't this animosity that is now. And to answer what Bud was saying, I really don't think that people have left a lot of people have left the Democrat Party. I think the Democrat Party left them.
That's true.
And we hear this a lot. We've heard it's not a line I made up. We've heard other Democrats say this. I heard one man said, I'm still a progressive. I still have certain values. I said, but what they're all about now is not what I'm about. And I don't hate Republicans. He goes, as a matter of fact, I understand a lot of the values you're trying to conserve. What is it to be conservative? To be conservative is there's values we're trying to conserve. There's things in our past that made us who we are today, and we want to conserve those values: family, marriage, our religion, our freedom of speech, all these things that we value, we want to conserve. This group that's now labeled themselves Democrat is not our fathers' Democrats. It's not Our uncle's Democrat. It's not. You know, my mom was a union girl in Chicago, and she was all about the unions, and they were all Democrats. That's not who this group is now. Even union people are joining the Republicans.
Yes.
It's incredible what's happening. It really is.
And the numbers are showing the reason folks are unhappy with the platforms of the Democrat Party. That's why they don't want to be associated with that. And they're moving, it's sometimes stopping in the middle and not unaffiliated, but some of them coming over to Republicans. When they stop at unaffiliated, many times they'll vote for the conservative candidates.
Exactly right, and that's why they're unaffiliated. They don't want to label themselves Republican for whatever reason. But you know,
I bet it's because they don't want to get all those letters in the mail.
Probably not. Boy, because do I get them? But I was sharing with somebody the other day. Now I'm 63 years old. I remember Ted Kennedy being anti-abortion.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I just said I grew up. Yes. Lou looked at me like, did you know that? Ted Kennedy. I remember him.
Oh, Ted. I'm sorry. I had John get through my head. Okay.
Well, he was too.
But they were Catholic.
They were Catholic. And they were, I mean, they weren't just anti-abortion. They were anti-abortion. I remember the Reverend Jesse Jackson, because if you grow up in Chicago, you hear about him whether you want to or not. I remember the Reverend Jesse Jackson preaching, and we would see it on the news. He was very anti-abortion. As a matter of fact, he would go and he would preach that at all the African-American churches in Chicago. Do not do this. And he would preach against it. What happened to him? What happened?
Well, the abortion started out initially to get rid of the minority babies.
Well, we know that. I mean, we know that, and anybody that studies any history knows that. And what happened to the party?
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm lamenting any great loss. This has been good for us. This has been incredible to watch.
Yeah.
What's going to happen in these state elections? I don't know. You've got some dyed-in-the-wool things that people just are not going to change. So we'll keep watching it. Let me get back to you.
Gilbert, thank you so much, Gilbert Gilmore. We'll come back here in just a few moments with more results, hopefully, as we broadcast from the studios of WCAB of tonight's General Election 2022. We'll be right back.
Whether you're buying or selling, downsizing or expanding, relocating or vacationing, RE/MAX Journey agents have the tools and experience to help you to go from sale to sold. That's why no one sells more homes than RE/MAX. Don't worry, they've done this a million times. Download the new RE/MAX app today. Visit the local RE/MAX Journey team at 121 Laurel Drive in Rutherfordton or call them at 828-395-2222.
Each office independently owned and operated.
Robbins Auto Parts is your auto parts headquarters, located at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta. They're your team of professional auto parts dealers for Rutherford County. They have a commitment to serving their customers with the auto parts they need, both new and used. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Visit them today at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta or call them at 828-657-5732. Robbins Auto Parts keeps you rolling.
We all sometimes need a towing service, bad weather, or you just get stuck on the side of the road with a flat tire, or even worse. Call on Tri-City Towing Services of Darrell Burnett. Towing services for big trucks as well as cars and SUVs. He has a rollback service to get you safely to a garage. With years of experience, you're in good hands with Tri-City Towing. Put this number in your phone, 828-305-7707. That's 305-7707. Have it handy when you need it. Remember the name, Tri-City Towing, 1101 West Main Street in Forest City.
Going to head right back out now to our live election night coverage.
Well, we still don't have any election results in other than the early votes. And normally about this time, that's what we get, and then we wait about an hour, and then some of the precincts start coming in, and then about 9:30, 10 o'clock, they all come flying in. But taking a look at the U.S. Senate vote, the Ted Budd with 8,277, Jerry Beasley with 3,268. The Patrick McHenry race, Patrick McHenry with 5,205. Pam Jennett was 1,811. Going down to the sheriff's election, Aaron Ellenberg, 7,952. Jason Weiss with 2,534. Tony Robertson, 1,253. In the school board race with Jim, I can hear you breathing. I'm glad you are, but I can hear you breathing.
I'm excited about this night.
I can hear you breathing, which I'm glad. But anyway, in the Rutherford County Board of Education, District 2, Paul Scott with 7,517, Parker Tate with 3,521 votes, and we still only have the early votes, and hopefully some of the other votes will be coming in. Well, people, I'm all in the TV, of course, and of course these won't have anything to do with us, but like I said, we've been bombarded with watching this on the news every day, and the Fetterman race, nothing has come in on that one yet from Pennsylvania, but we are looking at DeSantis. Now, he caught a lot of flack with his handling of the hurricane that came into Florida last month, and right now he is leading in his race, 56% of the votes. In Georgia, Herschel Walker now did all that mess about the abortions and the girlfriends. Did that hurt him? Never know. But he is not. He is behind with only 41% of the vote, with Warnock ahead with 56% of the vote. And the Beasley-Budd race, of course, with Beasley with 54%, Budd with 43%.
You know, there's a lot of talk in North Carolina about what are the chances of the GOP winning supermajority in the North Carolina General Assembly in this November's general election. While the probability of that happening looked pretty good earlier in the year, many experts say the chances for that happening now have somewhat diminished. So they'll win, which will maintain control of the House, but winning that supermajority may not transpire. Some folks believe both chambers will have a Republican majority next year. There'll still be a slim chance of Republicans getting a supermajority when the votes are all tallied up. Republicans need 72 seats in the House and 30 in the Senate to secure a supermajority. To get this, GOP need a net pickup of 3 seats in the House and 2 in the Senate. A supermajority is crucial for Republicans because it means lawmakers could pass agenda items and override the veto pen of Governor Roy Cooper. Lawmakers in Cooper have been at a stalemate over issues since the 2019 due to the governor's veto. They stalemate for a long time over the budget, and without a supermajority, they cannot override that governor's veto like this. So they're hoping they'll get enough in the House to make that happen. I was looking here at Bud's prediction. He predicted how he thought all of this would turn out. He mentioned this a moment ago. He said there are 46,581 registered voters. 30,000 will vote, 64%. Ellenberg will get 20,000. Weiss will get 6,500. Robertson will get 3,500. Ellenberg, that'll be 67% for Ellenberg, 21% for Weiss, and 12% for Robertson. Ted Budd will be the high vote getter here in the county. Paul Scott will win the school board seat in a very close race. That's Bud Byers' prediction. And he studies this, and he knows that pretty close because, pardon? He's right on with early voting. So Bud's accurate on and those kind of things. The interesting thing about all of this is those folks that concern a lot of us who study these things are the folks who talk about the issues and talk about how they're concerned about the crop rate, how they're concerned about the border, how they're concerned about inflation and overpricing of goods and fuel costs, but yet they never go to the polls and vote. They never get behind a candidate who they believe can make it happen and make things change. They just want to sit and talk about it, do nothing. What we need is more folks in the battle getting out there and making things happen. We've been under this now about 45 minutes, and we've had the early votes turned in, and we hopefully in just a few minutes when they start coming in, they will come in at a rapid pace, and we should have those and add those totals. But sometimes, as I've said, it's not always accurate. But sometimes when we get those early votings, the percentages that you see now or hear now, they will sometimes be pretty close to how it turns out when all the tallying votes are in. We're going to take another pause for some good words from our sponsors who are making this possible tonight, which we appreciate and love so very much. We'll take a break, and I'll be back in just a few moments.
holidays are coming up, and the best gift of all has to be delicious fudge from America's Fudge Shop, offering 24 flavors without preservatives: salted caramel, tiger butter, chocolate peanut butter, chocolate mint, blueberry cheesecake, cherry bounce, and a whole lot more. They carry the delicious cinnamon glazed almonds, cashews, and pecans. They can ship anywhere in the world. See Donald and Beverly, 155 East Main Street in Forest City, or call them at 828-447-2041.
You know, there is a lot of misleading information about Medicaid eligibility. The Arledge Law Firm would like for you to know the truth. For instance, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your home. That's not true. Another one is, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. Again, not true. And this big one, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. Not true, not true, not true. Call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm and get free consultation and learn the truth. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify for nursing home care and not lose everything you own. It's worth a call to Arledge Law Firm at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherfordton.
The Drop-In is your local hometown convenience store with spacious, clean stores and friendly customer service. The Drop-In has many locations throughout Rutherford County to conveniently serve you. They now have Christmas candy and will be open throughout the holidays. They also have those last-minute gifts and stocking stuffers, plus delicious food and snacks. Stop in soon to a Drop-In location near you. The Drop-In has been serving Rutherford County since 1981.
It's just past 8 o'clock, and we're going to head right back out to our live election night coverage here on WCAB.
Jim Bishop here along with Lou Gillen. We're in the lobby of WCAB. It's a big change from how we used to do this. We go over to the annex, Lou, and sit in one of those rooms, and pile of people come in, and they linger out in the lobby. They go into the commissioner's room, and then we'd get a chance to go and see what's going on. But nothing like that happens much anymore. So we decided to move it over here, which works out just as well. So people can come see us now.
That's right. But they fed us, and now we got to go get our own food.
While we're waiting on some other returns, you may think about it. You probably know the answers. And Gilbert, you may know the answers to some of these too. Just a little quick trivia. We talk about all those words, bad words that candidates say about each other, call them names and all kinds of those. Which year saw a presidential candidate called his opponent contemptible, hypocrite, and a piece of Scottish peddler? Told him, okay, what year was that? Goes back to the year 1800, and the candidate was John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. John Adams talked to Thomas Jefferson.
Scottish politician.
Yeah. In which year was a comparison of the candidate's skull printed out in mass media to determine the capacity of their brains? That goes back a long ways. That goes back to 1884. So they were talking about each other back in those days. Nothing new. Which presidential candidate had bubblegum cigars as part of their campaign?
Oh, wait, I knew this.
You know that one?
No, I did. Well,
I'll say Roosevelt.
Later than that. Later than Roosevelt.
Truman?
Richard Nixon.
That was around the 1960s.
Yep.
I wasn't born yet.
Which candidate ran for president from prison?
From prison.
Burr?
I didn't know this. I wouldn't know this, and probably no one else. But Eugene B. Debs, a 5-time Socialist Party candidate, he was jailed for continued agitation against the government. He ran for president while he was in prison. What year that was? 4 televised debates came out in the 1960 presidential campaign, after which one candidate lost public favor amongst the viewers. Who were the two candidates?
Nixon and Kennedy.
That's right. Kennedy and Nixon. Nixon appeared pale and sweaty.
Sweaty. I remember that one.
Yeah, that's right. Which is the first president in the U.S. history to have won a full third term?
That was, wasn't it Roosevelt?
Yes, Franklin D. Roosevelt. How many of the total number of eligible American voters cast their ballot in the presidential election?
Come with that one again now?
How many of the total number of eligible American voters cast their ballot in the presidential election?
I say a fourth of them. Is that where we're going? 25%?
Only about 50 to 60%. This voter fact often determines the winner.
Yeah, it's very low. It's usually below 50%.
Yeah, it usually is. It's gotten really low here lately. Which U.S. senator served for over 50 years, setting the record?
Sam Irvin. Super Sam. Strom Thurmond.
No.
Oh, that's an old one.
Served for over 50 years. Robert Byrd.
Oh.
Robert Byrd. Served way too long.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, let me see if in which year was there an event where no candidate received the majority of electoral votes?
You're talking about national election?
Mm-hmm. National election.
Well, there was a presidential election where nobody, if they didn't get over 50%, told them. And I don't remember who it was.
Was it Kennedy Nixon?
No.
Oh, way before that.
Yeah. Yeah, think like pre-Civil War, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pre-Civil War.
Well, I wasn't born yet. I don't know.
1824, the House of Representatives had to elect John Quincy Adams, a president from the top three candidates.
Yeah.
All right. See if we get another one here. Which president won the first quadrennial presidential election?
Uh-huh.
The first president. Which president won the first quadrennial presidential election?
Washington.
George Washington. Which is the only U.S. election that spanned 2 calendar years?
Way back. Think a
Yep.
long time ago. Think people having to walk to go vote, where they just had to see you between them.
Do you know?
No, but I would say like 1800s, late 1700s.
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 Oh.
1788 and 1789 when George Washington was elected president.
Who?
George Washington.
George Washington.
Yeah. What? You?
It took him like a week.
Yeah. Here's what you probably all will know. The idea behind this was why was Tuesday chosen as election day?
Because people were still hungover from the weekend and couldn't make it on Monday.
No, let's say something a little bit more,
Oh, a lot of government holidays fall on Monday.
The idea behind this was that on Sunday, people could go to church, travel the next day to their county seats, and vote on Tuesday. Few people know this fact about election day.
It gets back to them having to travel.
Travel, walkway.
To go to vote. They had to go on horseback.
Which one final one? Which is the most expensive election in history?
Well, the one with Trump and Clinton was, I mean, I remember that. They spent $1 billion combined. But that's not the most expensive?
Yeah, well, it could be. 2020 election cost $14 billion, and the most expensive election in the history of America.
When you say $14 billion, you mean all combined that everybody spent.
Yeah.
And Trump and Clinton alone spent over $1 billion.
Yeah.
He spent $500 or $600 million.
That's the North Carolina Education Lottery right now.
Good.
Our election coverage is being brought to you tonight by America's Fud Shop, Aldrich Law Firm, the Drop-In Food Stores, Jesse James Railroad Express, the Medicine Box in Rutherford, Redline Audio, Remax Journey, Robbins Auto Parts, and Tri-City Towing. Take a look at some of the races and trying to see if we have any new numbers coming in yet. And we are still just showing the early votes. And for those of you who are just tuning in, for those of you who are tuning in and would like to watch us from the lobby, you can go to www.wcab59.com and then click on Listen Live, and you can watch us as we broadcast live from the lobby. And the sheriff's election, if you're just joining us, and this is just the early votes. That's all we have right now. Aaron Ellenberg with 7,952. Jason Weiss with 2,534. Tony Robertson with 1,253. With the Rutherford County Board of Education, District 2, Paul Scott, 7,517. Parker Tate, 3,521. And the reason we're not giving the numbers on the board of the commissioners and because they all ran unopposed. District Attorney Ted Bell also ran unopposed. The judges, a lot of them, they all ran unopposed. Let's see, going back up to the Cherry Beasley and Ted Fudd race. Ted Fudd leads leads with 8,277. Terry Beasley with 3,268. Shannon Bray with 159. And the U.S. House of Representatives, District 10, Patrick McHenry leads with 5,205. Pam Gannett with 1,811. And the U.S. House of Representatives, District 11, Chuck Edwards with 3,268. Jasmine Peach Ferreira, 1,424. And David Adam Coatney with 54 votes.
Still early in the evening, polls have been closed less than an hour already. We only have the early voting turned in. And I don't know of any malfunctions of any of the precincts. I was by the precinct election board earlier today. They told me they had no problems. And we have a great, efficient staff over that runs our elections. I'll tell you, if every county had the staff that we have here in Rutherford County, things would run much smoother than they do. But we should have those coming in a few minutes. And once they'll usually come into us maybe 3 or 4 or 5 at a time. And once we get those totals, we can pass those on to you. We do not anticipate it being a long evening because there's not many names on the ballots. Most of them were won in the primary. That's why you don't hear any names like commissioners' names pitching tonight, because they won in the primary and had no opposition in the general, so they'll already have won their race. And heard Sheriff Chris Francis earlier this evening talk about how relieved he was, kind of, not to be in this battle this time. Although he's enjoyed his campaigning, enjoyed his tenure as sheriff, he is going to be moving on to other things. The people who have projected election outcomes are not yet ready to admit a red wave is coming. How high it will be, how many Democrats it will wash out of office, no one knows yet. But some think it's going to be. Watching these returns tonight as they come in, it can be very misleading because they put out percentages, and we don't know exactly what those percentages mean. Some of the precincts are larger in the state than we are here in North Carolina, but it's hard to imagine any of those issues that would work to the benefit of the Democrats. The price of essentials like food rising on an annualized basis of 8% has outstripped wage gains. People feel poor, and the economy isn't creating a new job, despite the president taking credit for jobs after pandemic shutdowns. He's bragged on the economy, he's bragged on jobs, but you and I know that as people look around and you go to the grocery store and you see how different things are. I was telling Lou earlier, I just stopped by to buy 1 pack of paper today from Staples, and it almost doubled in price from when I bought one 4 months ago. So Biden's shown it repeatedly he's without a clue. He's gotten the price of gas wrong consistently, and the voters notice that. And that's what they're going to polls to talk about when they cast their vote this year. The polls are not predictors, but they're trending toward the Republicans in most key races. The GOP won't win them all. It's not 1994, but the election were held today. Congress and most of the states would end up in the Republican hands. They do feel very confident that the House will be taken over by the Republicans. It means Speaker Nancy Pelosi will no longer be in charge. She will no longer carry that big whip and beat people over the head to do it her way. And she has already talked about resigning, retiring because of her husband ordeal in his home. But I don't know if that's the case or not, but she says she may retire. Now, she knows she's not going to be Speaker of the House anymore. Of the 36 Senate races this year, 34 in cycling, 2 called to fill the seat of a departing senator. 21 are for seats held by the GOP, 15 for seats held by the Democrats for the next year. So it's a still toss-up evening. Still a lot of people chewing their fingernails and probably drinking Maalox in their stomach to make sure the ulcers don't beat them to death. But it's going to be one of those stretchy evenings for some races that are going to be very, very close. Even the prediction nationally, they will be very close. The Walker race is not as close as they were predicting it to be. Right now, 55.4% for Warnock, 43% for Walker, and that's just what part of the precincts checking in. So it's still young, still early. Still don't know what's going to happen. It'd be interesting to know, though, given how much money you spent on this election, because we know a lot of outside money came from Soros. Spent a lot of money on these races to get the progressives reelected again. We don't know how much money was there, but there was a lot of it. Back in September, the Democrats expected things would break their way as November dawned, they're playing defense all over the nation, all over the place. The polls, which have underestimated the Republican vote in the last several elections, have the GOP candidates in Nevada, Georgia, Wisconsin, Ohio, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania, where Dr. Oz appears to, he had an earlier close lead after his debate with Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. In New Hampshire, Arizona, and Washington State, they're running behind because catching up quickly. The one-seat pickup, Mitch McConnell, Republican from Kentucky, needs to become Senate Majority Leader will happen. It's need one. How many more the Republicans get depends on how big the anti-Biden turnout turns out to be. Could the GOP break 51? Can they reach 55 or above? Well, anything's possible in this day and age of politics. Situation is really touch and go for many. The situation is much the same in the U.S. House of Representatives. The GOP only needs 5 seats to get to a majority of 218. Election-watching sites like Real Clear Politics, they project them as of this Friday, which was 2 days ago, to end up with 228, not including seats labeled as toss-ups. If the GOP wins half of those toss-up seats, its total will reach 244. In a way, that number could go even higher. I don't know if that tsunami is going to happen or not. There's been talk of a tsunami. For those who find that unbelievable, remember that the Democrats have outpolled the Republicans in pre-election surveys going back to 1994, yet have found themselves with a minority of House members more often than not. So the polls don't tell you everything.
They just flashed it. It just quit by Fetterman is leading with 83% of the vote, with less than 1% of the precincts reporting in.
Who's that?
Fetterman.
Really?
The Fetterman race.
That's hard to imagine. That kind of percentage.
Got 1% of the vote coming in. They it's going by really, really quickly, and it's really kind of hard to keep up with them. But we are watching some of the other races. They're not going to affect us, but like I said earlier, we have been bombarded with TV commercials, with radio commercials. If you listen, podcasts, whatever. A lot of these, the Fetterman race, the DeSantis race, the Warnock-Walker race, we've just been bombarded with who's going to win that one, who's going to win that one. One day it's Fetterman, the next day it goes to Dr. Oz, it's back to Fetterman, back to Dr. Oz. But right now we are looking with Fetterman with 83% of the vote, I believe it was, when it came through. Of course, Herschel Walker, his problem with the girlfriends coming forward saying that he paid for their abortions, right now he is losing to Warnock with Warnock has 55% of the vote, but that's with, I believe it was about 17% of the precincts reporting in. It could go either way. It's like Rutherford County right now. We are only still looking at the early votes coming in, and with those early votes, right now we have, you all right, Jim? We have, we're in the sheriff's race, Aaron Ellenberg with 7,952, Jason Weiss 2,534, Tony Robertson with 1,253 votes. Now, when I voted Friday afternoon, my family went and voted early, and that was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And when I put my ballot through, I was number 5,524, I think it was, and then Rocky was 25, Mama was 26. Going to the back to the U.S. Senate race, Ted Budd with 8,277, Jerry Beasley with 3,268. You must want to say something, Gilbert, because you read
go ahead.
Patrick Lee Henry, 5,205. Pam Gannett with 1,811. Chuck Edwards, 3,268. Jasmine Beach Ferreira, 1,424. Down as I go. And the Rutherford County Board of Education, District Number 2, Paul Scott with 7,517. Parker Tate, 3,521 votes. And like I said, we're still waiting on the. We're still showing no other precincts reporting in yet. All we have right now are the early votes. Now, what slows this process down? And in past elections, we were able to get the elections. When they closed the polls, they took it to the Board of Elections, they counted it, and we got a paper readout of whatever precinct that was. Now they have to send it to Raleigh. Raleigh ships it back.
Yes.
So that's our delay. What's the hold it up?
It's got to go through where they're going to supervise it. But interesting thing with the poll numbers, and they were just all over the place, and I heard several pollsters talking about how the Republicans this year have been very, very difficult to poll, because with Joe Biden pretty much declaring war on MAGA and saying that, well, they were all saying it, that MAGA should be arrested, people that are Trump supporters, a lot of them literally went underground, and pollsters could not get accurate numbers. So it's really going to be interesting to see at the end of the day what happens. And the polls that didn't rely specifically on overpolling the same base over and over again, well, you saw those were just wrong. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Another interesting thing that I'm watching was our sheriff's race was a three-way, and I was concerned how that was going to dilute the votes. But I think what we're going to see is, I think these numbers are all going to hold after the numbers come in. I just think they're going to be the same, and we'll see. But it's interesting, even now as we're watching these numbers, how they're changing as more are coming in. And we still have polls closing across the country, so.
And as we reported earlier, we got a report that 4 counties out of the state of North Carolina, now there's none of the counties that are that will affect our votes, or none of the counties that were close to us. But, however, there were 4 counties in North Carolina that had issues with either a machine. One county actually ran out of ballots, and the people had to be turned away until the office maybe opened back up maybe 45 minutes to 2 hours later, when they were able to correct whatever the problem was at that time. Let's take a break. We'll bring it back, and hopefully maybe we'll have some fresh numbers for you as we broadcast live from the lobby here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherford.
Satisfy that growl in your tummy with a delicious hamburger, garden salad, specialty hot dog, or a beef dog from Jesse James Railroad Express. On Tuesdays, get a regular hot dog with mustard, chili, and onions for only 99 cents. That's 99 cents Tuesdays only. Then on Wednesday, enjoy the Carolina burger. And then treat your sweet tooth with a refreshing milkshake or hand-dipped ice cream cone. Open Tuesday through Saturdays, 11 to 5, closed Sunday and Monday. Jesse James Railroad Express at 531 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Call ahead at 447-4644. All aboard the Jesse James Railroad Express, and these hours also apply to the Chow Hound in the Park Lane Plaza. There are plenty of drugstores in Rutherford County, but not all of them offer the same personal customer service that is offered at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton. Laura Hodge and her team have trusted experience and professional service. You're not just a number to them, you're a friend. Make the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton your hometown drugstore at 200 Charlotte Road in Rutherfordton. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturdays 9 to 1, 287-7117. Where in Rutherford County can you get quality audio care and installation? Redline Audio and Performance. 30-plus years experience in car audio, mobile security, car alarms, keyless entry, remote start, headrest TVs, overhead TVs. Great for trips with the kids. And they can also install backup cameras and window tinting. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 to 5. 10% discount for active military and veterans. Redline Audio, 152 Tennessee Street in Spindale. Call 828-286-3633.
It's 23 minutes after 8, and we're going to head back out right now to our live election night coverage.
Well, we're still waiting on new numbers to come in, and we still don't have any new numbers yet. We are still just have the early votes, and I'll run down for those of you who are just turning in, with the U.S. Senate race. Ted Budd with 8,277, Kerry Beasley 3,268. And our going down to the sheriff's election, Aaron Ellenberg with 7,952, Jason Weiss 2,534, Tony Robertson 1,253 votes. On the Rutherford County Board of Education, District 2, Paul Scott with 7,517, Parker Tate with 3,521, and that's how we have been for the past hour, probably hour and 45 minutes. The early votes came in rather quickly, but we're still waiting on the other votes to come in. I guess probably they're waiting on them to come back from the state. Again, tomorrow, make sure you thank our folks who helped make election night possible here on WCAB. America's Fudge Shop on Main Street in Forest City, Arledge Law Firm, the Drop-In Convenience Stores, Jesse James Railroad Express, the Medicine Box in Rutherford, Redline Audio on Tennessee Street in Spindale, Remax Journey at the top of Central High Hill in Rutherford, Robbins Auto Parts, and by Tri-City Towing. And we still, no, nothing's changed. Okay. All righty. Jim, what do you want to do? Keep talking. I'm going to have stuff to talk about. I've given all the election numbers I've got. I've talked about the election folks.
Yeah, go ahead.
We were just talking at the break that just something that's interesting to watch, and I know, Luce, you say this doesn't affect us, but really these are national trends that really do affect us because the leadership is reflected in this. But we all know so many people have come to Rutherford County from other places. The 2020 census actually caused a redistricting. California lost congressional seats. Illinois lost congressional seats. New York lost congressional seats. Now, not a lot, but enough. The fact that, and that was the 2020 census. I think a real one to watch is going to be the next census, which will be the 2030 census, and to see what happens. I think you're going to see even bigger movements, and I think you're going to see even more gains. Now, North Carolina picked up one congressional seat.
Yes.
Florida picked up one. Colorado picked up one. Texas picked up one or two. It's really interesting. You can see the population. So really, what's happening in these other states really does affect us in ways that are a little bit that we may not see right today, but going forward. Michigan lost a seat. New York lost a seat. There were, I believe, there were 7 or 8 that lost, and it was a surprise. Ohio and Pennsylvania. But that's just, again, people retiring and moving to other areas. But California, it's just been a flight. I mean, they're bailing out of that.
They're bailing out of California, big time.
They're just bailing out of that state. It's serious. It's big. When we actually had to go there to rent, we had to go there. I have clients in California, and they were saying that to rent a U-Haul in California is so expensive because everybody's renting them for one-way trips out of the state. So just to rent one, just to do stuff around the state, like you may need to move, a business may need to rent a U-Haul for just a day or something, the prices have gone 300% and 400% because they can't get U-Hauls.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Fox has labeled that Rubio and DeSantis has both won. Their race down in Florida. The Walker-Warnock race is still up for grabs so far. Speaking of redistricting or census, Tim Moore, Speaker of North Carolina House, told me the other day that pretty soon there'll be time to redraw the lines again in North Carolina, which may change the congressional races how we, as we see them now with the House races. And said right now Rutherford County is split between Tim Moore and yeah, right. And so we lost Virginia Fox. Virginia Fox represented us for a while. Now we lose to Virginia Fox, so it's moving around I think is not good for us. I'd like for us to settle in one district and let us remain there.
Yeah, well, and we are, unfortunately, unfortunately, just depends how you look at it, we are a destination for people to come and retire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
because they are.
It's been good for our local economy. I mean, I can see many positives in it, but it is going to cause some changes in this. And parts of the county that once didn't have a population that large will. So you're going to see more building because we still have a housing inventory shortage here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting 4 years till we have the next general census and see what's happening.
Well, after this election is over with and these numbers are established and the winners are just established, then all we're going to hear the next 2 years is the presidential race. Who's going to run for president? Who's going to be the presidential candidates? Whether Trump's going to run or is he not going to run?
I know.
And so we'll be hearing that now for 2 more years. We never get over, do we?
No. And the 2 front runners right now in the Republican Party is Donald Trump and DeSantis.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to see, and unfortunately, those 2 are going to have to face off.
Yes.
So that one's not going to be. That's not going to be pretty. But and they really like each other. They respect each other very much. So it's just going to be very interesting to see how that all works out.
Would they ever consider running president, vice president? Or you think DeSantis would agree to second choice?
I don't know. I really don't know. That's a question for him. Would Trump consider him for the running mate?
Yeah.
That's I think the bigger question.
It'd be hard to play second fiddle with it.
It sure would, especially. I mean, he calls the shots down there, and I've got lots of family in Florida. I've got many clients in Florida. I was talking to 2 clients in Florida today, by the way. I was talking to one client who's right out of Ocala today, and I was talking to, and it was not about politics or anything. It was about business, but you end up talking about politics. And my other clients in Jacksonville, and of course I've got family in Miami, and I mean they all talk about DeSantis. They love him down there. So I was kind of surprised that these numbers were even as close as they were. It looks like they called Arkansas for Huckabee.
I haven't seen that one. I hope they have.
I think they just did. Here we are.
Well, the numbers out of Pennsylvania, John Fetterman is leading with 82% of the vote over Dr. Oz with 15.5% of the vote.
Fox projects Sarah Huckabee Sanders elected as governor.
There it is. Well, her dad is still much admired,
yes,
and remembered from back when. The father's governor there, and I really would have been surprised if she would have lost.
I'm a big fan of Huckabee.
Yeah. Sarah or the dad?
Both the owner.
Yeah.
Well, I liked her pretty well, too, when she was the press secretary.
Yeah, I've heard her speak a few times, and she's very sharp. She's very articulate and very intelligent, and I have a lot of respect for her. I think she will do very good in that job. And she's not afraid. I mean, she doesn't back down.
Right.
Yeah.
We still don't have any additional votes coming in. We're still sitting here with just the early votes. 11,874 early people voted early. But still none of the precincts have reported in. Is there a problem? By now we should have had at least 1 or 2, at least of the smaller precincts, with the numbers coming in. But we don't have anything from any of those yet. I hope there's no issue. I hope everything is smooth. This is not going to be one of those almost 1 o'clock in the morning deals that we have had in the past. But
you're going to have to order more pizza, Jim. We're going to be here till 1 in the morning, okay?
No, I think I'd want chicken McNuggets.
Yeah.
Somebody
needs to go make a Bojangles run or something if we're going to be here that late.
If you're just tuning in and wondering about the election, we only have the early votes in right now with the Rutherford County Sheriff's race. Aaron Ellenberg with 7,952 votes. Jason Weiss, 2,534. Tony Robertson with 1,253. Back up to the U.S. Senate race. Ted Budd, 8,277. Jerry Beasley with 3,268. In the House of Representatives, District 10, Patrick McHenry, 5,205. Pam Gennett with 1,811. House of Representatives, District 11, Chuck Edwards, 3,268. Jasmine Beach Ferreira with 1,424. In the school board race with Paul Scott and Parker Tate. Paul Scott with 7,517. This is District 2 of the Rutherford County Board of Education. Parker Tate with 3,521.
Do you have anything on the Tim Moffitt race over in District 48, NC State Senate? Tim Moffitt and Jay Carey?
In the Moffitt race?
Polk County's got precincts reporting, so it is starting.
Tim Moffitt with 8,397. Jay Carey with 3,296.
Yeah. I thought Tim Moffitt would be strong over there. Of course, Jake Johnson had no competition after the primary, so he's solid in District 113.
And, of course, in our county commissioners race, Brian King, Mike Benfield, Alan Toney, they all ran unopposed. Brandy Nanny running unopposed. April Mays running unopposed. Ted Bale unopposed.
Everything in District 11 U.S. House race was in between David Adam Coatney and Chuck Edwards and Jasmine Beach Ferrara.
Gave that one, but I'll give it again. Chuck Edwards with 3,268. Jasmine Beach Ferreira with 1,424. And David Coatney with 54 votes.
Keep in mind, that's just Rutherford County. They're running all up in the western part, up in Asheville, Buncombe County, Henderson County, up through there. That's that district, District 11. So those numbers will be added to what we got here. That makes it a little different in the perspective of how that's shaping up. So with the U.S. Senate seat, Ted Budd and Sheree Beasley, those numbers will be added statewide. So that's going to add a lot more numbers to them. The District 11 will just be in District 11. District 48, State Senate, be added to the other, 5 other districts. That's the Senate seat that Ralph Heiss represented before they did some redistricting and moved that out. So we'll take another little break here for our sponsors to let you know who these fine folks are. That helps make this possible. Somebody who believes in Rutherford County and the judicial system and the election process. We'll be back in just a moment.
Satisfy that growl in your tummy with a delicious hamburger, garden salad, specialty hot dog, or a beef dog from Jesse James Railroad Express. On Tuesdays, get a regular hot dog with mustard, chili, and onions for only 99 cents. That's 99 cents Tuesdays only. Then on Wednesday, enjoy the Carolina burger. And then treat your sweet tooth with a refreshing milkshake or hand-dipped ice cream cone. Open Tuesday through Saturdays, 11 to 5, closed Sunday and Monday. Jesse James Railroad Express at 531 Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton. Call ahead at 447-4644. All aboard the Jesse James Railroad Express, and these hours also apply to the Chow Hound in the Park Lane Plaza. There are plenty of drugstores in Rutherford County, but not all of them offer the same personal customer service that is offered at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton. Laura Hodge and her team have trusted experience and professional service. You're not just a number to them, you're a friend. Make the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton your hometown drugstore at 200 Charlotte Road in Rutherfordton. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturdays 9 to 1, 287-7117.
And it's 8:36. We're heading back out to election headquarters as we cover the election night live.
Precincts of these 15 are, but with the sheriff's election, Aaron Ellenberg with 14,382 votes, Jason Weiss with 4,116, Tony Robertson with 2,595 votes.
I believe it's safe to call that for Aaron Ellenberg as the next sheriff of Rutherford County.
I think we can. Ted Budd in the U.S. Senate race with 15,475, Terry Beasley with 5,266, Shannon Bray with 326, and Matthew Ho with 181. And the U.S. House of Representatives, District 10, Patrick McHenry, 9,603, Pam Gennett, 2,980. And the Chuck Edwards race for the U.S. House of Representatives, Chuck Edwards with 6,218, Jasmine Beach Ferreira with 2,262, David Adam Coatney with 119 votes. And the Tim Moffitt race with Jay Carey, North Carolina State Senate, District 48, Tim Moffitt, 15,687. Jay Carey, 5,355.
If that was up to us, we could call that one for him, but he's got all those other counties we have to tabulate as well.
Yep. And the Rutherford County Board of Education, District 2, Paul Scott, 13,946. Parker Tate, 6,004. And back to the sheriff's race, Rutherford County Sheriff, Aaron Ellenberg, 14,382. Jason Weiss, 4,116. Tony Robertson, 2,595. That is 15 of 17 precincts reporting in, and the early votes.
I believe we can call it for Paul Scott, District 2 Board of Education, with that many votes. I believe we can declare him the winner of that race, and Aaron Ellenberg the winner of the sheriff's race with as many precincts that are reported and the number of votes that are in. We'll wait on the final 2 precincts. Is it 2 left out?
Left.
We'll give you the final total, and we'll wrap it up here because the rest of them deal with district, deal with state, so we won't count those in with ours. I just want to sort of give you a flowing chart of how Rutherford County voted, how many votes each one of these candidates got. But we have just a little bit more time to wait on those other 2 precincts, and congratulations to Aaron and his declared winner of that sheriff's race, and congratulations to Paul Scott. Now, it's nothing negative saying about anybody, but I don't know in Rutherford County when an unaffiliated candidate has ever won a general election. I admire them for stepping out and taking on that challenge and signing up and getting names and getting them approved and being there in the battles. But it's difficult for someone to win an unaffiliated race in a county that's so strong with the two parties, the Republican and Democrat Party. So that's what's happened here. But you have to give Parker Tate some applause for accepting the challenge of running, filing, and getting the names. And also you have to give some applause over to Sheriff candidate Tony Robertson, who also took the challenge, got the names, got them approved, and accepted that as a candidate. And Jason Luis, it's not his first time to run for sheriff. He's run before, and I don't doubt in my mind that he probably will run again. Maybe he'll stop by here and talk to us in a few minutes and let us know his plans for that. But he has worked hard. I've never seen a candidate work as hard as Jason did. He was everywhere, spent a lot of money on his campaign this time, more than I ever saw anyone spend for a sheriff's race. He was determined he was going to win that. But the voters, of course, in their hearts saw things a little bit differently. But it's interesting that Jason never gives up. He comes back out and suits up and plays in that ball game. And we'll see what his plans are for in the next 4 years.
One thing about Jason, it was his own money. He took no money from anybody.
That's what he said. He said nobody has his money. He spent his own money. He flipped some houses, sold some houses, and he spent his own money. And he spent, I would bet he spent more than the other candidates combined. I don't know what their budget is. You can always look it up. It's public record. I have not gone to the trouble of looking up their budget, but it's, you can't hide those kind of things. You have to publicize or put it on record what you spend on your campaign, how you spend it. So, but he obviously spent a lot on his campaign because he was determined he wanted to win this time. We're waiting on 2 more precincts. Which one of those precincts it was years ago, as we've Luke can verify as we've gone through the years. We've always got the precincts. We know exactly what precinct voted for who, or who they voted for in that particular precinct. It's always fun to say, well, Danieltown voted for these folks, and Spindale voted here, and Sandy Mush voted here, but now we get them all at one time, which makes it speed the process up, which is good. But it is good to have a system that we can wait to hear about. Scott in South Carolina is winning 61.3%. Over in Tennessee, Lee is beating Martin, 72%. Abbott is now beating O'Rourke in Texas. Earlier it was the other way around. So they're making some changes now as the other precincts across the states are coming in. Over in Texas, it looks like the red wave is sweeping through Texas. Over in Vermont, Scott is being declared the winner in that race. Over in Vermont, Malloy.
That was a shocker.
That was a shocker
for some people.
Yeah, Virginia, Kagan's red wave is there. Over in Virginia, they have a red wave sweeping there. Alabama, Ivy over Flowers. No. Well, he was declared he got a check by him there, so he might.
I think that's incumbent.
Really?
Yeah, I looked that up. It's incumbent. You're incumbent.
Huckabee Sanders, she won the governorship. Boozman.
The precincts that we're waiting on is District 3A and District 11. Now, these are smaller precincts. Looking at the numbers of the number of people that voted, I'm trying to look through and try to figure out who these are. But those are the 2 precincts that we're waiting on, District 3A and District 11. Those are the only 2 that have not completely reported in. These larger numbers, Precinct 9, those are probably like Rutherford, Forest City. I imagine that's those areas. But these 2 are probably the smaller ones, and I'm trying to find out now which one of these precincts are. Again, we're still waiting on these last 2.
Well, we're waiting on those. Let's see if we get another break from our sponsors, because we're proud of them. And we want you to be proud of them and support them because they're all locally owned businesses right here in Rutherford County. We want you to support them. We'll be back in just a moment.
What are these 2, Jim Ray?
Whether you're buying or selling, downsizing or expanding, relocating or vacationing, RE/MAX Journey agents have the tools and experience to help you to go from sale to sold. That's why no one sells more homes than RE/MAX. Don't worry, they've done this a million times. Download the new RE/MAX app today. Visit the local RE/MAX Journey team at 121 Laurel Drive in Rutherford or call them at 828-395-2222.
Each office independently owned and operated.
Robbins Auto Parts is your auto parts headquarters, located at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta. They're your team of professional auto parts dealers for Rutherford County. They have a commitment to serving their customers with the auto parts they need, Friday from 8 to 5. Visit them today at 1891 Harris Henrietta Road in Henrietta or call them at 828-657-5732. Robbins Auto Parts keeps you rolling.
We all sometimes need a towing service, bad weather, or you just get stuck on the side of the road with a flat tire, or even worse. Call on Tri-City Towing Services of Darrell Burnett. Towing services for big trucks as well as cars and SUVs. He has a rollback service to get you safely to a garage. With years of experience, you're in good hands with Tri-City Towing. Put this number in your phone, 828-305-7707. That's 305-7707. Have it handy when you need it. Remember the name, Tri-City Towing, 1101 West Main Street in Forest City.
Somewhat shocking to me.
Going to head right back out to our live election night coverage right now.
Still waiting on 2 more precincts to come in. We've got 15 out of 17. Oh, we got it. Here we go. Down to we'll go ahead and do the sheriff's selection. That's what we're on. Aaron Ellenberg with 15,930 votes. Jason Weiss with 4,362. Tony Robertson with 2,912. Now, Jim's going to look and see what Bud Byers' numbers were and compare them to what we got. Let's get back up to the top and work our way back down again. Ted Budd with 17,293. Jerry Beasley with 5,509. Shannon Bray with 367. Matthew Ho with 199 votes. In the U.S. House of Representatives, District 10, Patrick McHenry, 11,479. Pam Gannott with 3,220. U.S. House of Representatives, District 11, Chuck Edwards, 6,218. Jasmine Beach Ferreira, 2,262. In the school board race, well, let's stop here since I'm here. North Carolina Senate, District number 48, Tim Moffitt, 17,515. Jay Carey, 5,622. And the school board, District 2, Rutherford County Board of Education, District 2, Paul Scott, 15,523. Parker Tate, 6,482. And again, Aaron Ellenberg, 15,930 for the Rutherford County Sheriff. Jason Weiss, 4,362. Tony Robertson, 2,912.
Interesting. We'll have to wait until a couple of days probably to see all of these state races. The judges' races were real important for us in North Carolina because they needed one more judge elected a Republican to make it a conservative judgeship. And that was important to a lot of folks because, as you remember, those of us who voted for voter ID, you said we should have voter ID. It passed twice, I believe. And representatives in North Carolina said it should happen. And the governor turned it over, and then the judges agreed with it, said, no, it doesn't matter what the voters in North Carolina want. If they want a voter ID, we're not going to let them have it. So the judge overruled that, and that's part of that liberal judgeship that turned away what the voters want. So it was very important for the people to think about who they wanted in those judges' races. We had some very qualified ones to run. The race has been an interesting one. It's been a long one for some. Some had to go through a primary. Some didn't. So now that the tallies are in, all the votes are in, we now know who the sheriff's going to be. We now know who that school board representative is going to be on that particular race over there. In the district number 2, it is Paul Scott, the Republican Party candidate, won overwhelmingly over his unaffiliated partner or candidate, Parker Tate. Aaron Ellenberg won strong over Tony Robertson, the unaffiliated, and Jason Weiss, the Democratic candidate. Jason Weiss came in second. Tony Robertson came in third in that race, and there are others that we were a part of, but not exclusive, such as the Senate race, City District, and the U.S. Senate race with Ted Budd and Sharif Beasley. So it depends on some of those rural counties whether or not Ted Budd pulls this out or not. Sharif Beasley, of course, it's a Democrat vote in more of the liberal places like Charlotte, Mecklenburg, Raleigh, Durham, those areas. So her votes will be stronger there than Ted's. But it's an interesting race. It has been a great experience to see these candidates. Many of them new to the election process. Some of them never run before, so they handled themselves quite well. There were a few things that should have been said and done on Facebook, that accusations and things like that. Of course, I never had a whole lot of confidence in what people say on Facebook until it can be verified. Yeah. There were some things said about some of the candidates that should not have been said, and that's always unfortunate. But it has not been near as bad as some of these national races that they've accused people of doing everything or not doing anything. So it's been difficult to see. But by the time tomorrow gets here and Thursday gets here, we'll know more about these statewide races as they are. We wanted to have an opportunity to interview the sheriff, but he is talking with some other folks, I believe, right now, and I hope we'd get a chance to interview Paul Scott, the school board education. He said he'd try to get by here too, but they're having a celebration party at another location, so they may not get over here. And they having that party without us, Lou.
Well, that's right. We had our party without them.
Some of us have to work for a living, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
But tomorrow morning, we'll do our best to summarize all this for you. Lou's going to be kind enough to write these things down, these numbers down for me, the names, so I'll have that in the morning so I can recite those. She's such a great person to work with. She's so kind and gracious and helpful, and she's willing to write all that down, so I'll have it in the morning for the morning.
All of it?
No, just the local stuff. She says, all of it? Look at all of it? That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. You don't have to come in the morning.
That's right.
But, Tracy, we have to come in the morning.
Yeah, this is kind of a bittersweet election because I came to work in 1994, and from that day, I have been doing election coverage either from here or from the annex with Jim, and this is going to be our last election.
Be our last one together. Sure, it's probably my last one. Must be my swan-song election.
Your swan-song election.
Well,
what am I going to do in 2024?
Maybe the new auditors will call me and say, Jim, we need you to do the election return.
We need you for color commentary.
That's right.
That's what we need you for.
But it's been a great ride. I don't know that there has been an election I didn't enjoy doing. Because I'm very interested in the government and how our government's run and the people who help make it run. So I've enjoyed being a part of it, watching the campaigns develop, watching the candidates grow, and disciplining themselves into becoming good candidates, and then be able to help dispense information from the election as they get to it, and be able to be a part of that. So I guess overall this will probably be my last election to help do on WCAB. But I don't know how many of these I've done, Lou. Even back when Jay Coombs helped me with a few, and we had some elections a long time ago.
Mark, how much they had Mark Tagle? They would spend a police off. Well, his name couldn't have made it. I don't know.
We've had some interesting ones.
We have, who was our little fellow that moved to Pennsylvania? No, not
Derek.
Yeah, Derek.
Derek Schreck.
Yeah, Darren Schreck. Yeah,
he helped do some. But we got a lot of folks who were able to come along and help, and Lou's been probably real efficient, most efficient of doing any of that. So I want to give her accolades and thanks for all those years of helping me do the broadcast of elections.
Oh, you are.
Maybe we'll, when you run again in what? Another year?
2023.
2023, you run for Spindale Town Council again.
Mm-hmm.
Re-election.
Mm-hmm.
This will be your third in a row.
Yep.
Yeah. You seasoned politician, you.
I'll be sorry I won't be here.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that you won't be here.
Election.
Yeah.
What ladies and gentlemen, Luke Gillum just won the re-election. Spindale Town Council. So,
well, thank you for having me on tonight. I've really enjoyed this.
It's been a pleasure having you.
I remember listening in '94. I was glued to my radio.
You've had some great insight to this. I'm glad you came by.
Thank you very much. And you know, I look at all this and I see what's at the federal level. I'm always thinking, how's this going to change? How are these dynamics going to change? I know whatever happens tonight, I think we're still going to be in for a long haul The economy is not going to be an immediate bounce. I mean, I really think that we're going to be set in. This is just my opinion, folks. What I'm giving on the air, as I always do on my program, it's my opinion. But I think this inflation is it's going to take a couple of quarters to cycle out, unfortunately. And I just don't see. But this looks promising. We got a lot of the right people in the right offices, and I mean, it's going to be a long night. I don't think I'll go to sleep anytime soon. A lot of these national elections are just getting started, and they're essential. They're essential. Because they're going to be people that are going to be passing laws, and things are going to affect us. And what these governors do, like you saw, I mean, many laws. Other governors are looking to see what other governors are doing, and they're patterning their laws, their attacks against. We want to do something like. I mean, even some federal law replicates what state laws are doing. So it's all very connected.
Now remember these numbers tonight. These are unofficial. It may take a week, possibly 2 weeks, to get the official numbers from the Board of Elections.
That's right. Yeah, they have to verify all of that before it's actually become official. Gavin, let me ask you one thing before we wrap things up. You followed elections very closely. You followed campaigns. In the last few days, Donald Trump has been said he's got an announcement to make in a few days.
Yes.
Was he waiting on this election to be over with, or what do you think he's going to do?
Okay, let me tell you let me give you the perspective of a businessman. Okay? This is going to be very high profile. I don't think let me say this. I think he did not want to overshadow what was happening today. Number one. And number two, I think he wanted to see what happens tonight. Because whoever the president's going to be, this is what they got going in. This is what's going to be there for them. So if I'm acquiring a company, what leadership am I going to have in place? That's how he sees it.
He's a businessman.
And this is what he's going to see. And who's who, and who's going to be positioned where, and who's jockeying for what position. And that's what's going to be happening in the election in 2 years. So I really think that he's taking a long look. I think he's up right now watching the same things we're watching, and he's deciding. I did not expect an announcement before. A lot of people were thinking he was going to make an announcement last night in Ohio or in Miami or in Pennsylvania because he's had back-to-back rallies. And people have been waiting and saying, he's going to make an announcement, he's going to make an announcement. And then somebody in his camp said, no, it's going to be next week from Mar-a-Lago. Monday, Tuesday of next week, he's going to make an announcement, is what I heard. Maybe even as soon as Thursday or Friday. But that's really what I think. I think he's going to wait and see. And what does he do? I mean, he's still a power broker in the party, the bottom line, whether he runs or not.
Yeah.
So, and DeSantis is very popular, and it's between the two of them. I think polling right now has Trump at 62%. This is among Republicans likely to vote, and all that. Trump's at 62, DeSantis is at 54, and then it goes down to almost nothing. I mean, you look at it, and the trajectory disappears. Liz Cheney's at the bottom of the heap with 1 or 2%. Pence, surprisingly, came in with 11%, which that surprised me. But it's a big list of guys that would like to run. But it's DeSantis or Trump right now, today. So what's going to happen? We're going to find out the next week.
What are those things that you would think would cause him not to run? From this point now, this election's over with, almost over with. What would make him say no?
I've been following Donald Trump not politics, just as a businessman since 1985, and I've talked about this on my program quite a bit. I mean, Art of the Deal. I remember getting. I mean, I got my copy, and the ink was still wet. And we looked up to him. I mean, what he did in New York was incredible. I mean, Trump Tower that he built was a prestigious address. So he's a businessman first, but he really loves this country, and he does care about this country. He does care about his brand. And I think that if he felt that his running was not going to be good for the country, I really believe that he wouldn't do it, that he would not run if he felt it wouldn't be the best thing for the country. And like I told you earlier, he has a lot of respect and admiration for DeSantis. And I think he's big enough to say, let DeSantis run. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'll value your opinion because I know you study those things as a businessman and a financial guru.
Well, thank you.
Speaking of your program, by the way, folks, as a plug, Gilbert Come On is on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock, 8 until 9. And even if you don't know anything about finances, he's very entertaining to listen to and very enjoyable. He really will keep you in stitches sometime. He has a great sense of humor. He's a great businessman. I know you're going to enjoy the program.
Thank you.
8 to 9.
Thank you very much. I did talk over to the clubhouse, and I talked to Bryson Smith, and they said that Aaron was going to come over here. So we're expecting him to walk through that door any minute.
Well, unless he comes in the next 5 minutes.
In the next 5 years,
he's going to miss a great opportunity tonight.
He is going to miss a great opportunity. And he even had a nice suit on. I saw him. He looked good.
I'd like to see that.
He actually went to all. There it is.
Oh, right. There he is.
Yeah.
He sure does look good. That red tie and everything.
Oh, yeah.
He should be on this worldwide camera that we've got going here, the World Wide Web.
They are, okay, so 8:57, they headed out. They're headed our way.
Okay.
So
we'll give them a few minutes to get here.
Let's give them a few minutes.
Luke can give us another rundown of how the evening has gone this evening, because it was a quick fix with the early vote, then it was a slow pace, then it came in all of a sudden again.
Mm-hmm. In the U.S. Senate, Ted Budd, 17,293. Cherry Beasley with 5,509. U.S. House of Representatives, District 10, Patrick McHenry, 11,479. Pam Gannott, 3,220. U.S. House of Representatives, District 11, Chuck Edwards, 6,218. Jasmine Beach Pereira, 2,262. In the Board of Education race, let's stop here. NC Senate race, District 48, Tim Moffitt, 17,515. Jay Carey, 5,622. In the Board of Education race, District 2, Paul Scott, 15,523. Parker Tate, 6,482. Rutherford County Sheriff, Aaron Ellenberg, 15,930. Jason Weiss, 4,362. Tony Robertson, 2,912.
A lot of numbers there. A lot of numbers, and some really far apart from the others. So there was not a close race at all with the local races. It was all pretty much a runaway once it got started there.
And Bud was right. I mean, his numbers really held out.
He was pretty close to most all of them.
20,000, but he was good. He was very, very good. I mean, he did it all with a piece of paper and a pen.
Yeah.
No computer.
He brought that with him as he came tonight. He knows exactly. He knows his politics.
He really, really does. And these other races in other states are changing just. We're watching them change. I just was on the phone with somebody from Michigan. They're watching the governor's race there very closely. Of course, the big cities reported quickly, so they tend to be more liberal.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're waiting for more of the rural, which tend to be the more conservative voters. But Illinois, of course, they've already called it for the Democrat governor there. But Young and Indiana Senate race, there's just a lot of them that were a surprise. Vermont, we were talking earlier about New Hampshire, well, the whole New England states being so liberal, but Vermont just got themselves a Republican governor.
Vermont did.
Yes, I'm pretty sure Fox called it just a little bit ago.
What about Lake?
I haven't seen that one come across. Maine called it for the Republican, for Reynolds. This is interesting. Maryland's is still a toss-up. It is going to be. The person I was talking to in Michigan was telling me it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night. See, early on, Whitmer, the governor's race there, she had a huge lead because of Lansing and the bigger cities that came in. But now, as all the other areas are coming in, Tudor-Dixon's catching up.
So some of those may be close as in the night ends.
Close for another hour or two.
Yeah.
We're just going to be. Look at Bud and Beasley. They're 3,000 votes apart at the state level, Bud and Beasley.
Wow.
Oh, we've got a caravan just pulled up.
Bo Hines. And we got, I believe we have the candidates coming in now, so we'll get a chance to talk with them on the radio this evening and congratulate them publicly. And we see, appreciate Tracy being with us tonight. She's helped cover the phone and make sure things are running smoothly. You're our, what would you call yourself tonight?
What do you call somebody that does all your running around? Our gopher.
Gopher.
So Jason Weiss just stopped in and conceded and congratulated Aaron over there at the clubhouse.
Is she coming here too?
So it's official. Is he coming also, Jason?
He congratulated him. And
yes, that's right there. He's
good. All right, good.
He was there.
Well, good. That's the way, gentlemen.
They're right behind him. So we're gonna stay here till Aaron gets here.
And that's what you should do when you lose an election. Honestly, congratulate the run and go ahead and live your life and don't get upset with people because you lost. I mean, you work hard. You need to be a gentleman about it and let it go on that. I know Jason is a good man. He's hey, look, coming in here now. We got all kinds of winners coming in the door right now, and the man who just won the Board of Education District 2, Paul Scott, come over closer to me. Take this microphone. Let me say congratulations.
Well, thank you so much, Jim. I sure appreciate it. I'm so humbled to be elected. It really is a humbling thing.
How surprised are you with your numbers?
I'm very surprised. My opponent's a good man, and I thought it would be a closer race, but the Republicans really turned out and supported me, and it truly is a humbling thing to be trusted with the Board of Education job.
Are you ready to go to work?
I am. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the future of our schools. I'm excited about supporting our kids and our staff and our teachers. We've got a lot of good things going, and we're going to strengthen them, and things are going to be even better in the future.
Well, I know you worked hard. I saw you out on the campaign trail a lot at the voting places, and you were there shaking hands and handing out your cards. Were you met graciously with most folks?
Yeah, absolutely. We got wonderful people here that live in Rutherford County. It was really a joy to get out and to talk to people. And some people were in a hurry and you couldn't talk to. It was just a wave. But a lot of people took a few minutes and just shared their concerns, shared about their lives. We met a lot of great people on the campaign trail, and that's what really energizes you to get to connect with people.
As a pastor of a church, and our pastors always stay busy, what compelled you to decide to run for school board?
Well, it was really just our kids in the church. We've got over 100 kids that are under the age of 18, and they're in the public schools in Rutherford, Cleveland County. And it was really for them that really compelled me to run with all the things that are going on in our state and in our country. I felt I owed it to them. We've also got a lot of good teachers that are in our church and administrators and staff that work in our school system, and they, too, I ran for them.
There might be some folks listening that might like to come hear you preach. Tell them what church you're pastoring.
Well, I'm a pastor of Big Springs Baptist Church in the Hollis community of Ellenboro, and we'd love to have them. They can come anytime. We would appreciate having anybody come.
Well, again, congratulations on a job well done and campaign well run.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jim.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And that's one of our winners tonight, Paul Scott, Republican candidate for District Number 2. And I believe we have a sheriff's candidate, or not candidate any longer. He's now the sheriff-elect, and we'll have him come in just a few moments. Bryson Smith, here. Bryson, come over here to the microphone. Bryson Smith, who's chairman of the Republican Party of Rutherford County. Bryson, it's been a good race this year, hasn't it?
It has been outstanding, Jim. I'm very excited.
I want people on the camera to see you, too. How handsome you are.
Oh, thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. You are, too.
Tell us about this campaign.
It has been outstanding. Just last night I was in Ohio working at the Trump rally there with the whole team. And we saw there in Ohio and across the country, there is a red tsunami. It's here, and it's here to stay. So coming back here this morning, being at so many of the 17 precincts in Rutherford County has been very exciting and energizing to see the momentum at all of our 17 precincts, to see the lines from the doors all the way out into the parking lot. The people were energized, excited, and ready to cast their vote.
What's the future for the Rutherford County Republican Party now? It continues to grow, still looking for numbers, or what's next?
We will continue to grow, and as we just announced there at the victory celebration at the Rutherford Clubhouse, our party is unified. We are stronger than we have ever been before. Our numbers are rising and increasing daily, and we have folks registering as Republicans every single day at the Board of Elections or at our headquarters at 207 North Main Street, Rutherford.
This is the official Republican Party, brother.
This is the official Republican Party, and we are here to stay, and we are an active group. We typically average about 95 people at every meeting and many, many more at other events. So we are the official Republican Party.
Let's shift gears just a moment. Now, you got something planned for Friday morning for the veterans. Tell listeners about that.
Yes, we do. Like I said, this group of Republicans is a faithful, dedicated, and active group, and we want to do our part beyond just politics. We want to do our part to serve those who have served us, just as you did. Folks may or may not know that you're a veteran yourself. So every year the GOP hosts a Veterans Day breakfast. In this case, it is this Friday at the Annex, or the Rutherford County Administrative Office. They're on Main Street, Rutherford. It will be from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., and it is free to all veterans and active servicemen and women. And their families are welcome to attend as well.
I remember the last one, how good the food was.
It is phenomenal. We've got good cooks, chefs, and everybody comes. They love our event.
Roger Smith, thank you so much for your leadership in the Republican Party and the successes that we've experiencing tonight.
We are excited, and we're ready to keep going. We're not tired of winning yet.
Great. I'm looking for a sheriff, incumbent sheriff order. See anywhere around here? Incumbent sheriff. I mean, the sheriff-elect. The sheriff-elect is anywhere around here? I'm just kidding. Come on here. Congratulations, Aaron.
Well, thank you, Jim.
I know you're well pleased with the nice turnout.
I'm so excited. It's amazing.
What kind of feeling did you get when you started hearing those numbers come in and you realized you were leading and were going to be leading all the way into the night?
I don't know. I was hoping for big numbers. I had no idea it'd be that big.
Well, a lot of people told you that it was going to be a big win for you.
Well, they did, but I've never been in politics before, so this is a new thing for me. So this is quite interesting.
Well, it's the first time I mentioned. I don't know. I can't remember a time that we have not had an incumbent on the ballot running for sheriff. So it was a wide open field for all three of you that wanted to be sheriff. You stepped out right from the very beginning and been on the run ever since, and did a magnificent job with your campaign.
Well, thank you. Like I said in some of my interviews prior, this didn't start a year ago. It started my law enforcement career, taking care of the citizens of Rutherford County. I've always prided myself in doing a good job and making sure my people was taken care of. And here I am running for sheriff, and now getting elected is absolutely amazing, and it shows, hard work pays off. And, people appreciate it when you take care of them and do your job.
What's next for candidate-elect Aaron Ellenberg? What's next? What do you got to do to prepare for the job?
Tomorrow I'm going to take a day off, and then we're going to have our administration actually put together, and we're going to actually get to work very soon. Actually looking forward to it. Got some great group of guys, men and women, works for Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. I'm excited for what we have in store for Rutherford County.
Well, your choice for the chief, a lot of people are pleased with that choice.
Randy is absolutely amazing. I've, reached out to him, and when he gave me the yes, I knew we was going to be okay. Randy is a very well-respected man. He's going to bring so many resources to Rutherford County to help lead this sheriff's office in the direction it needs to go.
I know you worked hard. A lot of people did. I saw your dad. It's a campaign polling place about every day. He was working real hard for you, as others were as well. And you were there about every day.
Yes, I tell you, I can't say enough how much I appreciate my father. He's 67 years old, never been in politics. He has never voted until the primary. He just old-fashioned, just never really thought of how important, election is. So he got involved when I started running for sheriff, and he's always taught us, never give up. We fight to win.
Yeah.
And no matter what we faced in life, you never give up. And that's how we ran this race. We have worked together as a family, and here we are victorious tonight.
Have your opponents been in touch with you since you won tonight?
Jason Weiss come over and spoke to me earlier. I appreciate that. So, we're looking forward to the future.
Well, congratulations again on winning. Congratulations on such big numbers. And I know you'll probably rest well tonight.
I will. I didn't rest too well last night. I was a little worried, but I kind of calmed down today as I went around the county and just saw the positive reactions from the citizens, and I'm just blessed.
And I know your wife will be happy to have her husband back for a few days.
Yes,
She's smiling when I said that.
Yeah, Nikki, she's handled this race very well. I'm very proud of my wife. You know, I know it's taken a toll on her, but Nikki, thank you very much for sticking by my side and loving me through this. I know sometimes you probably like, oh my goodness, what are we doing? But here we are.
Well, congratulations to both of you and to your family and all the folks. Yes.
We got to talk about how good he looks in the suit. Huh?
He does look good in that suit, doesn't he?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I tell you, I like that red tie.
Yeah.
I believe we went to the Donald Trump store.
That's a Republican, buddy. I'm red, white, and blue myself today. I knew this was our man. I said it Saturday because the humility.
Yes.
That this man showed.
Yes.
Because this is not a job that you want. This is a job you're called to. Pastor. Do I get an amen from the pastor? This is a job you're called to, and you had the humility, and that's when I told Christy. I said, "That's our man right there."
Yeah, he's proven himself to be worthy of the job. Again, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We have a room full of people now that come out here. I tell you, you'd think we're having a party here. There's Julie. She works so hard in the party. It brings in a lot of food. I bet you brought some food over tonight. I bet you did. That party's probably over with. Carl Napolitano, who's the vice chair of the party, he's here tonight. Carl, it's good to see you. I know a lot of folks, and it's been great to have Gilbert Carmona as my co-anchor along with Lou tonight. So it's been good to have you and all you folks coming. Again, congratulations. And we're going to wrap things up, Lou, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, it suits me fine.
If you leave me those names and numbers in the morning from our morning show, I'll read them out again in the morning.
Is this enough?
Oh, that'll be great. That'll be great. So do it again real quick before we wrap up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rutherford County Sheriff Aaron Ellenberg, 15,930 votes. Jason Weiss, 4,362. Tony Robinson, 2,912. Big difference in those numbers. Board of Education, District 2, Paul Scott, 15,523. Parker Tate, 6,482. Big difference in those numbers. Well, the NC State Senate District 42, of which we are part of, Tim Moffitt is 17,515, and Jay Carey with 5,622. And we'll have to add those numbers to the other counties in this district. U.S. Senate, of course, that's a statewide thing. And Ted Budd ran strong here in Rutherford County at 17,293. Cherie Beasley, 5,509. Shannon Bray, 367. And Matthew Hahn, 199. Patrick Henry has been our representative a number of times. U.S. House District 10, we'll have to compare his with the other counties, which Patrick always runs strong. He had 11,479 votes here. And Pam Kennett, I guess it is 3,220. And U.S. House District 11, which will be part of Rutherford County,